Can we reflect away the sun's rays to slow down climate change? Let's find out. The planet is warming up faster than at any point in the Earth's recorded history. Today, about a third of the world's electricity comes from renewable sources, but fossil fuels are still driving dangerous levels of greenhouse gas emissions. These act as a blanket, trapping the sun's heat, with carbon dioxide doing most of the damage. There's now more CO2 in our atmosphere than there has been at any time in the last 3 million years. So scientists are now urgently looking for ways to slow down climate change, primarily to buy us some time to cut back on those emissions. Solar radiation modification. Basically, reflecting the sun's heat energy back into space is one of these ideas. Or actually, there's a few options being considered, and some are definitely better than others. So firstly, why not just put giant mirrors in space and bounce the sun's rays away? We know for certain that mirrors reflect light, so that side of things is possible. But here's the catch, or rather, the catch is. It would cost trillions of dollars, it would take decades to build, and according to scientists, you'd need a mirror 3 times the size of Egypt to make a difference. Okay, so can we do something here on the ground to reflect more sunlight? Well, there are various ideas for increasing the Earth's surface reflectivity, or albedo effect, like developing more reflective crops, painting rooftops white, or covering areas with reflective materials. There's some evidence that this could help cool local temperatures, for example, a street or a neighbourhood. But these areas are just too small to make any significant difference to the climate at a global level. Making things more reflective sounds like a good idea, but whatever it is would need to be huge. What's huge and just hanging out in the sky already? Clouds. This is where things get really interesting. One idea scientists are exploring is called marine cloud brightening. The idea is basically for ships to spray fine sea salt particles into the lowest part of the atmosphere, each particle acting like a mini mirror, reflecting sunlight away from the Earth. Early research suggests that this could work. However, there are still many uncertainties. The particles would need constant replenishing, and the scale would be enormous. And there is a risk that clouds might darken rather than brighten, reducing the cooling effect. Also, even if you cooled down one area, it could trigger weather somewhere else. Any other ideas? Yes! Taking inspiration from volcanoes. This one's called stratospheric aerosol injection. The idea is to release tiny particles, called aerosols, high up in the atmosphere. These particles would mimic the effect of explosive volcanic eruptions, reflecting sunlight back into space and cooling the planet below. And we have a good idea that this can work, because nature's already done it. In 1991, the eruption of Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines injected huge amounts of sulfur dioxide into the stratosphere. These particles spread around the world in weeks and cooled global temperatures by 0.3 degrees Celsius for a few years. Scientists say there is good evidence that stratospheric aerosol injection would work if done in the right way, but here's the problem. Aerosols in the stratosphere don't last. To create long-term cooling, they would need to be continuously replenished. And how would we even get material that high? In theory, existing technologies like high-altitude aircraft or balloons could be adapted. But to cool the planet even just by 1 degree Celsius, scientists estimate it could take roughly 1,800 flights every single day, each carrying 15 tons of aerosol payloads. So where does all of this leave us? Ideas like marine cloud brightening or stratospheric aerosol injection may well work, potentially reducing global temperatures and extreme weather events. And this could hold back climate change for a time, but these ideas come with real risks. Studies have shown that if used in the wrong way, or in the wrong hands, they could change large-scale weather patterns, warming the polar regions rather than cooling them, and altering rainfall around the world. While global average temperatures may be reduced, the weather or climate in certain regions of the world could get worse, for instance causing winter droughts over the Mediterranean or the dieback of the Amazon rainforest. None of these ideas are a substitute for cutting emissions, the only surefire way to slow down climate change. The fact that scientists are even considering these huge, expensive, complex options shows the jeopardy we're in. In terms of slowing down climate change, perhaps the most powerful reflection we can make is on ourselves.